What's up, everybody? Back here with another video on my channel, Jake Snipes. Hope everyone's having an awesome weekend so far. We got Sunday coming up. We got one game of playoff basketball. We got WNBA. We got a lot of baseball going on. Hope everyone's able to enjoy their weekend. Saturday was a good day overall, but our picks, we did go 2-2. Jaron Duran, he got over 1.5 bases. We took the under. Atlanta Braves, they lost to Boston. They're honestly not having a great series. I still think they're the best team in the league, but they're not having a great series against Boston. I think they only have like 5 runs in 2 games, something like that. But our other 2 picks hit, those unders hit. So 2-2, which brings our hit rate down to 69, which isn't great, especially the way we started off this month. But the law of averages had to balance us out. But I think for the game tomorrow, Cavs versus Pistons, I think we have a good 4-0 coming up. I'm just going to get right into it. Our first pick is going to be Duncan Robinson, over 11.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Now, the last 5 games, he's averaging 18. Now, this one bad game was at Cleveland, but obviously Game 7 is at home where he's playing really well. 19 points over here, 17 points over here. Let's see, at Cleveland. Why is that like that? Oh, he did miss the game. That's right. He missed the game. But this last game that he did play was awesome. 14 points. He had really big shots for them. When it looked like Cavs were kind of making a comeback. 2 points, 2 rebounds, which isn't great. But I think he could clear this line off his points alone, which he has been doing. 14 points here, 15 points, 17 points, 19 points. Let's see, game 4, he didn't have a great game. See how many minutes he played. 28, didn't have a great game. But that was on the road. The road players don't really have great road games, even though he did here. So he's going to get that home crowd boost. All these stats, points allowed, rebounds allowed, assists allowed. Middle of the pack for Cleveland. So a good matchup, decent one. But like I said, he's coming off a great game, and I think he's going to carry that momentum into Game 7. And they're going to need him if they're going to want to advance the next round. So we're going to take that. I think this line is just a little too low. It has been bouncing back between 11 all the way up to 13, then 12. So we'll see where it stays at. But if you get at 11.5, I like that. 12.5, I even like it. Like I said, he's clearing this just off his points alone. So that's going to be our first pick. Our second pick, we're going to take Asur Thompson, over 6.5 rebounds. 80% hit rate over the last 10 games where he's averaging 8. This game here, if we go to 5, this will just be for the series against Cleveland. This game here where he didn't get it, he played 18 minutes, foul trouble, didn't play a lot. But the games where he is playing, he's clearing it easily. Even from 23 minutes, he got 7. For 40 minutes, he got 7. He's a really good defender, and part of defense is getting that defensive board, securing the possession. So we're gonna take this. I think he's gonna have a good game tomorrow, and they're also gonna need him too for Game 7. Playing really good defense on Mitchell or Harden, whoever he's on. I don't like the line at 7.5, but 6.5 I love with these odds. So pay attention to the line when you go to put it in. That's gonna be our second pick. Our third pick is gonna be Paul Reed, who's playing awesome lately. He's finally got off the bench, and the coach is giving him some minutes. JB Bickerstaff. His line is at 7.5. Now in the last 5 games, it says he's averaging 10.5, but this game he had 0. Because he played 2 minutes, it says. But right here in Game 3, I think this is 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, Game 3, he only played 10 minutes and got 11 points. 14 minutes, 15 points. 17 minutes, 10 points. 16 minutes, 17 points. So in his limited amount of minutes, he's producing, and this is for both home and away. So hopefully, I don't know why he's not getting more time. I know Isaiah Stewart isn't playing much, and Jaron Duran hasn't playing better. But Paul Reed has been awesome, especially with this production. If you give him 20 minutes tonight, it looks like he could average 15 points off the bench, which is awesome. Especially for them who don't have a lot of firepower on their team. They're going to need it. And also, this has been bounced back between 6.5 and 7.5. So if you could get at 6.5, awesome. 7.5, I'm fully comfortable with doing. So that's going to be our third pick. And look, 73% from the field. 67% from three, but don't rely on it. He's only taken 3 attempts and made 2 of them. So 3-point shooting is not his game. Free throws, you'd like that to be a little better, 70%, but he does get a limited amount of free throw attempts. But his field goal percentage is 73%. I mean, that's how he's getting his production, only playing 11 minutes a game. And that's including the 2-minute game against Orlando. So I think this line is just a little too low. And also, he's a role player playing at home. He's just going to get that home crowd boost. So that's going to be our third pick. Before I share my pick with you guys, I want to remind everybody to sign up for better using my promo code SNIPES. Using my promo code will give you 2 no-sweat entries up to $200 in bonus cash. So up to $100 per entry will give you 2 free swings at it. Either you win or you get all your money back. You don't lose in this situation. Take advantage of the offer. There's a bunch of free picks in there. There's profit boosts. There's multipliers. A lot going on in the Better app. I'll have the link down below in the description. Sign up for Better using my promo code SNIPES, and good luck. With our last pick, we're going to take Cade Cunningham over 2.5 3-pointer makes. Now I'm just realizing that we picked all 4 Pistons for our picks, but I didn't like any of the data for the Cavs, man. Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, you just don't know what you're going to get. Donovan Mitchell, he's not having the best series. He's had good moments. And James Harden, I mean, every time we've taken, it hasn't really helped us. And he's just notorious for not playing good in playoffs, especially in Game 7s. So I don't trust him enough to put money on him. So these 4 picks have the best data, and they're just all happen to be Pistons players. So mix it up if you want to, but I'm going off the data. So we're going to take Cade Cunningham over 2.5 assists. Now, the main reason why I'm taking this is because of these odds. 130, 125, 120. And if you look at his volume, I'm not really worried about this right here. The 2 games he didn't hit it were on the road at Cleveland. But look what he's doing at home. 3 makes, 6 makes, 5 makes. He's shooting the ball really well. And look at the volume. 7.5 attempts a game. Last game he had 10. Last game he had 10. The game before that he had 10. 5, 6, 6. So with that volume shooting at 49%, basically making half of the threes that he's taken. That's basically 50%. And he's coming off 2 good shooting games where he took 10 attempts. And also, Cleveland's defense is ranked 26th overall in 3-point makes allowed at 14.2. So great matchup. 2.5 with these odds. I mean, I'm just going to take it just based off the volume. Even if he was only shooting like right at 40%, which is still good. But 50% is elite, so we're going to take that. It's going to juice up the odds a little bit with that. So that's going to be it. That's going to be our 4 picks. We just need, if all the Pistons team has a good game, we're going to go 4-0. I hope it's a good one. I don't want it to be a blowout. I love Game 7s. You know, that's the best playoff basketball we get is Game 7s. Everybody loves it. But other than that, man, I'll see you guys Sunday, and I hope everyone's a good rest of your weekend. Peace.